Hey everybody, this is Aaron from Gigatitan here, and we're moving on to Azalea Town. This is one of my personal favorites, because I love the Slowpoke well, and first time you get to see Team Rocket, and they're like, we're Team Rockets, we once broke up, and enough talking, shut up and beat it, and that guy, old guy he booked it. Like, he's like, I heard my mom calling, so he ran home. And he's like something about the Good Samaritan, you know, this guy just get back from Sunday school. So you like my little orange stuff there, didn't you? Yeah, you're smiling now. You're trying to hold it in. Ah, there it is. Okay, so there's a rocket guy outside the gym, so we're just gonna skip that for now. And this guy in the chat that I'm in right now, the X-Fire chat, which you probably should go check out if you haven't already, is trying to whisper to me and trying to mess up my narration, but not gonna work yet. So you go and talk to Kurt, and he's this old guy. If you don't remember from Gold and Silver, he makes Pokeballs for you, like cool ones, like the heavy ball and the fast ball, and you know all those other ones that I don't know right now. And I'm running into walls because, like I said, you know, I feel the need to. You know, I feel the need to. So we're in the Slowpoke well, and Kurt's just like standing there, like an old person, and he's like, "Oh, I took a tumble down the well, and I can't move. Even though I'm standing and I'm perfectly fine, I just don't want to go do any work." So I'm like, fine. And so the rocket guy comes up to me and he's like, I was standing and this old guy yelled at me, so I ran like 100 feet away. And so here is like the best battle music in this entire game. It is so awesome what Nintendo did for this music. They just completely reworked this to perfection. And I just love all the little, you know, like, oh man, it's just good. I'm just like, when I first heard this, I was like, that is sick. So, Rattata, whatever, faints, and Onyx is, you know, cleaning house here. And they send out, all he has are rats. Like, it's like Ratatouille, you know, he only has rats for friends. It's kind of sad. I mean, he's down in a well, but the other thing is, why is there like a well, and then there's like this giant underground cave in it? And it's kind of a dry well, too. So, I mean, it's kind of useless. But, you know, it's a Slowpoke well. I guess it's for, you know, I guess everyone in this town is stupid. I mean, they all worship Slowpokes, who are equally stupid. And this is sad. I mean, it's kind of cruel. I mean, this game's rated E, right? And there's Slowpokes with tails cut off. I'm like, no, I mean, Slowpokes are stupid, but, you know, they don't deserve their tail to get cut off. Now, does anyone remember this Chump? I mean, Proton? Okay, this guy must be positive, you know, if you guys are in, you know, science, so. Yeah, I didn't remember this guy. He must be new. So, you know, I'm just gonna destroy him because he's not supposed to be here. I use Rock Throw, and I take out his Zubat to crit, and, you know, I don't know if that even was necessary. I don't think it was. So, Executive Proton, so they have, like, you know, all these new executives to, I guess, follow up with, like, you know, Diamond and Pearl. They have all the, oh, I'm executive, I'm awesome, you know, guys. And so, Proton sends out a coughing, and it's like, it doesn't matter where we go. There's always someone who doesn't agree with us. I'm like, well, you guys are crazy. You guys are, like, maniacs, so that might kind of, you know, I think it's kind of your fault. So coughing uses smokescreen and lowers my accuracy, which is kind of annoying, because I just want to finish this guy. He's like, are you serious? Do you think you could come here without, you know, blah, blah, blah? I'm like, you haven't even attacked me yet. And so I take them out and to lunch at Mimi's Cafe. The place is pretty good. And so Executive Proton is defeated. He's like, what? This guy beat me at a children's video game? How is this possible? And I'm like, I'm a child, so. Anyways, so all the rockets flee, and so I'm checking out this Slowpoke. I'm trying to tape its tail back on, but I don't have any tape. So, Kurt runs up to me and he's like, you know, everything's back to normal. We're just gonna leave these Slowpokes to die. I'm like, you terrible, terrible person. So, they're doing a little flashback about a guy who saved the world. He went back in time to save the world from evil. I think, no, that's Legend of Zelda, my bad. But, you know, they're talking about Red or Ash, you guy in red and blue. And he was like, I'll turn your apricots into Pokeballs. And I'm like, hold on, you're taking a fruit and you're turning it into a usable object that catches magical creatures? well, let's leave it to Japan to come up with something creative. And so he's like, here's my grandpa's cell phone number in case you get bored and want to talk to an old guy. I'm like, okay, thanks. And so now we're in the Azalea Gym. And just so you guys know, I'm not going to show all this stuff right here. All you really need to do is jump on the spiders, beat all those guys at the beginning. You know, they're all just bug Pokemon. You know, not really that tough. And what you need to do is travel around to each of these little like places and go turn off, you know, all the switches. And that gets rid of, like, you know, all those little extra paths that you can go on. And when you turn all of them off, and then you go back, you should go all the way up to Bugsy. Now, here's my comment question for you guys of the episode, I guess. I guess I'll start doing these. Is Bugsy a boy or a girl? I mean, I know he's a boy, but when you first got Gold and Silver, did you think that Bugsy was a boy or a girl? Leave those comments down below, as well as, you know, whatever usual comments you guys leave. So, battling Leader Bugsy. And so, they send out a Scyther, and I send out my Onix, because I have 4 times effective rock attacks against him. So I, you know, dropped a bomb on him, and it actually does quite a bit of damage, almost knocks him out. And Scyther, though, actually has a citrus berry, so it gains a little HP back, and uses Leer just to annoy me. And so the defense goes down, and I use Rock Throw, and take out Scyther. Not really much it can do. So it gets knocked out, and you get a lot of experience. 681, that was a lot. And so Onix grows up to level 16. So he's 16 years old. I'm kidding. So the rest of his Pokemon are pushovers. So I switch out Onix and I send Dinner in, you know, my Pidgey. Because, you know the story? Okay, I'll tell you. We were having chicken that night, and it, you know, I was playing at dinner. Like, I was, like, you know, seeking under the table. That's how dedicated I am. And I caught this Pidgey. And I'm like, I'm going to name it Dinner. Because I caught it at dinner, so whatever. Now, you know, Bugsy is really not that difficult a gym leader. He's actually easier than Falconer, in my opinion. Because, you know, Falconer has Roost, which is, like, really annoying because it always heals. He keeps healing over and over. You know, even though they only really use, like, 1 super potion or 1 potion, Falconer can keep on using Roost as much as he wants, and, you know, that just gets annoying. So, and it takes away his flying type, so if you're using any special, you know, any moves that are super effective against it, it won't be effective that turn. So, anyways, I take out his Metapod, because honestly, Metapod is defensive, it's not even, like, offensive in any way. So, gets knocked out. And so, Leader Bugsy is about to send in Kakuna, and that's his last Pokemon, and both of them are defensive, and they barely do anything except just, like, sit there and use Harden. So he's like, even though it's my last Pokemon, Bug Pokemon are tough. Like, well, that's why you don't see any of them in the metagame. Ha! So, Dinner keeps on using Gust, and Kakuna uses Poison Sting, and really doesn't do anything. And he's like, hang in there, just a little more. I'm like, what are you gonna do, Poison Sting me again? So I use Gust, and I believe I finish off Kakuna here. Yep, and Kakuna goes down. It's just like, it really is a shell with eyes. Although that's kind of like what Anorith is. So, player defeated, Leader Bugsy, and I got all his money, his life savings. He's like, whoa, amazing, you're an expert. My research isn't complete yet, and Aaron received the Hide Badge from Bugsy. So, you know the benefits of the Hide Badge? If you have a level 30 Pokemon will obey you, and Cut will work outside, because, like, you know, I don't know, somehow that works. And so it contains U-turn. So let's go on, head outside of the gym, and run on to the Ilex... What? Hold on. Oh, no. It's this bub again. Are you serious?